So I'm here in Orlando, Florida at Marriott Harbour Lake to talk about this empty piece of land and what I think they should do about it. Let's talk about it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Before we get to talking about this empty piece of land, which I believe was actually supposed to be Building 11 here at Marriott Harbour Lake in Orlando, I want to let you know, on this channel, I like to provide my knowledge, tips, and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. But hey, if you don't even happen to own timeshare, but you love staying at these beautiful, fantastic timeshare resorts, be sure to stick around, click subscribe down below, and also hit that notification bell and select all so you're notified whenever I post new videos. So let's talk about this. This is a pretty big empty piece of land. This timeshare property in Orlando, Marriott Harbour Lake, was actually supposed to have something like 900 timeshare villas, and they actually only did, I believe, 312 of them. So there's actually a lot of empty land, and they've been trying to actively sell off quite a bit of it, but this piece here probably won't be sold. So I have some ideas on what they need to do with this instead. So if you've seen my likes and dislikes video of this resort here in Orlando, you know that we really do not like the pools. And if you haven't seen that video, I will put a link to it up there. You probably want to watch that first before watching this. But in any case, we really dislike the pools here at Marriott Harbour Lake. They're way too small. One of them has a water slide in it, so one end is actually blocked off. The other end is zero entry. So you only have a small section in the middle of that pool, that's the Florida Falls pool, that is actually swimmable. The other pool, Shipwreck Landing, it has a shipwreck, pirate ship, water feature on one end, which is also in a zero entry section. The other end has a 5-foot deep section, so not a lot of people even swim in that area. More people throwing balls and stuff like that there. Also, only a small swimmable area in that other pool as well. So what I suggest they do is build a pool here on this empty plot of land. Now you may be thinking, that's easy for you to say. You don't have to pay for it. Well, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be suggesting this if I don't have to take on some of the burden. And we are actually owners here at Marriott Harbour Lake, and this new pool would most likely have to be paid for by the homeowners association. So that means it would be billed in our annual maintenance fees. So what does that actually mean? It means that they would actually be billing back, putting in a special assessment, or maybe just collecting over a couple of years, or even just 1 year, increasing the maintenance fees to build an additional pool. And I have some very specific requirements for this pool. It needs to be a quiet pool. That doesn't mean no kids, but it should be considered a quiet pool. They have these at other resorts. No water slide, no pirate ship, no squirty things, nothing like that. Probably does need a zero entry. It should also not have a deep end. I want most of this pool to be swimmable and usable, preferably 3.5 to 4 foot of water throughout. And even better still, if you've been to the quiet pool over at Gaylord Palms, the hotel resort here in Orlando, that is fantastic. If they could build it just like that, I would love it. And now going back to the costs, I mean, thinking this is probably going to be pretty expensive. Let's just say it was $1 million. I don't know, maybe I'm way off. But I think $1 million is quite a bit. We have about 315 villas here. I think it's actually 312. And I looked at the annual budget, and there's about 16,000 or a little over 16,000 ownership weeks here. $1 million only works out to, if my math is right, about $60 to $65 per owner. If it costs $2 million to build this quiet pool here at Harbour Lake, I'd be willing to pay it. A one-time charge of $120 would make this perhaps one of the best and premier Marriott timeshare properties here in Orlando. There are some great resorts, and a lot of them have a lot of pools, and these ones, they're just so disappointing. We love coming here, but to be honest with you, we do not use the pools when we're here. We just don't. They're not really usable. We might go down in the evening when it's later, maybe not as busy, but during the day, we're just not going to them because it really isn't that pleasant of an experience. And with social distancing now, there's not as many chairs, and yeah. But like I say, it would be great if they turned this vast plot of land into a quiet pool. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the pools here at Harbour Lake? And would you be more likely to come if they built an additional pool? And if you're an owner here, let me know as well. Would you be willing to pay $60 to $100? Maybe it's more. Maybe I'm way off. But would you be willing to pay to have them put another pool in here at Harbour Lake? Be sure to let me know all about it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up to see more videos about timeshare. Check out that description box below for another video about Marriott's Harbour Lake. Check out this one right up here, YouTube. They're pretty sure you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.